Good morning, ladies. Karma Collector here. How y'all doing? All right, listen. Before this went to me, you saw this message there. This is between Sheena and Becca Scoops. Okay? Now think about that. Becca Scoops was supposed to be anti-gypsy, come on the scene to expose gypsy, right? The point of this video here is to more evidence showing you that she is controlled opposition for sure. She's the only one so far we figured out that came on the scene as controlled opposition. She was hired and came on to do this. With those videos, she just narrated her voice in the background. Okay, we found out they made those videos for her. All right, she was sent in here from jump with those videos to get everyone to trust her and believe her, and then run her controlled opposition. She has the entire time. The rest of them, Audrey, Nina, Ashley Baby, Ashley Trippy, Lauren Cherie, and the fucking Sullen Beauty, the rest of them, they all came on scene, right, to where they started talking about her, and when they started to get a bigger following and people started listening to them and trusting them, that's when they approached them and say, listen, man, you're doing well. You want this all to go away? We can make this all go away for you. And some of them they had shit on, they blackmailed them with or threatened them with that they had in their background, like Audrey. They told Audrey, we'll tell everyone just how evil you are. You'll take a man over your baby anytime. Doesn't matter what they're doing, right? So, but Becca Scoops was hired and came on from the jump. She is complete controlled opposition. And what I want to show you is this is a little screenshot from a girl named Jess Coast. I didn't know who she was until now, okay? But I found her now and I subscribed. She does some good work, man. I like this girl, man, okay? And linked in the description below will be the whole video on her with the Becca Scoops thing. She's just exposing her, right? And she's realized too that, well, she's supposed to be anti-gypsy, but doesn't look like that to me. So Jess is obviously smart. Now, the only issue I have with Jess is, and she just doesn't know better, is she obviously thinks that gypsy gave birth, okay? And she even said things like, unless I misconstrued what she said, sounded to me like she said that people that believe that she didn't give birth are psychotic, we're psychos, okay? Well, maybe she'll tune in now and maybe she'll, she even said in the video, well, I don't really even know who Karma Collector is. Well, she probably needs to maybe find out here. I guess if I link this video, it's going to go to her and she's going to know, right? Jess, baby, hey, girl, hop on board, man. Gypsy Rose Blanchard never gave birth, man. She never had a baby. That is not true. Girl, just check it out. The royal family shows their children. Jess, this is to you. The royal family shows their children, okay? All the actors and actresses, no one hides. Michael Jackson didn't hide his fucking kid as much as she supposedly did. And she's a fucking narcissist over the top. We'd see that baby everywhere, Jess. She doesn't have a baby, and there's a million reasons why, and I have all the evidence for it. So please, if you would, tune into some of my work on TikTok and YouTube and see the truth about her, okay? But anyway, guys, enough of that. This video is about Becca Scoops. I've told you guys she's controlled opposition, and I want you to use your brain now, okay? See these text messages? These are between Sheena and Becca. Sheena, we know, is one of her fucking gypsy spokespersons shit, but Becca Scoops is supposed to be exposing her. Look at what she's doing behind the scenes. We got to destroy Karma Collector and discredit him and all that. Guys, I'd only been out a few months doing this work, and hardly any followers, man. Hardly anything. I don't even know that I was on YouTube yet, right? I've been through what? I'm up on number 20, 21 of Karma Collector accounts. And I did that on purpose. First one, then 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, because we knew this was going to happen. And they keep banning my accounts. There's a reason for that, okay? When I have hardly any followers or subscribers, they keep banning my shit, okay? Well, anyway, look at that text message, and then go look at the other messages you can see in the video that Jess did, okay, what they're saying about me. And all that shit was debunked. That person is not me. I have never had a Facebook account. I know better about Facebook, okay? Facebook is a CIA op to get everyone's fucking, they called it life book because they wanted to get everyone's identification and find out their likes and dislikes and where they live, and they put pictures of everything and who they associate with and who their friends are and who their relatives are. You guys sat there and built a whole file for them, is what you've done, okay? And that's what Facebook is, okay? Face. Why would they call it Facebook? Because they want to have your face, your facial recognition, your face matched with all your information. What you people did that do Facebook, and I knew from the start, you guys, if something is free and it's cool, you're the product in some kind of way, all right? Period, all right? So I've always known, I don't have any Facebook, okay? I don't know what they did, what they manufactured, what the deal is, man. But that identity is not me, okay? And they know that now because, look, nothing came of it. They know that now. They tried. They tried to come out here and say I was a child predator, a thief, have all the credit card charges, and all this stuff. In a state that that I've been in Massachusetts that whole time when this person that they're saying I was in prison and all this shit. And then they say I'm on probation now too. Just read the text messages. Read these messages, man. But my point here is, guys, is why is Becca worried about me when I'm talking shit about Gypsy and she's supposed to be exposing Gypsy, okay? And goes to Sheena of all fucking people. Now, listen what she's saying in there. Now, we all know that Gypsy never had a baby. And she's saying, we may not agree on Gypsy, but I can't stand the things he's saying about the baby. There is no baby. This is my point, guys. She knows there's no baby. She came in knowing there's no baby. And her job is to do controlled opposition and make sure that you believe this bitch has a baby, and also that Nick killed Dee Dee all by himself in that bedroom, and Gypsy was hiding in the bathroom. When we know damn good and well, she was long gone before Nick even arrived, and he stabbed a corpse. We know that. Okay? Why is she saying these things? I just can't stand those things he's saying about the baby. Then I also heard Becca in a live when she had to come answer to this shit. Someone had asked her, well, what's this with the... She says, well, I didn't really have a feeling either way about Karma Collector. I just didn't... They were having... Then she puts it off on them, whoever them is. She says, I just know that they were having problems with him and the things he was saying about the baby. There is no fucking baby. And Jess, please, man, please listen to me and please look into this. You can contact me any kind of... You can contact me, email or whatever. I can show you this bitch did not have a baby, okay? We're not psychotic, the ones saying this, okay? They're psychotic, pretending that she did. All right? Jess, Gypsy was pregnant, and she lost her baby. She was pregnant by Ryan. She lost her baby, and Lifetime said the show must go on, and they have faked this whole thing. All right? She does not have a baby. She did not give birth. That is not true, Jess. And I need you to understand that and come over to our side here, okay? Because, guys, there's no rhyme or reason why Becca Scoops would have went so hard for me like this, man. And they come out with this big thing that you got Sheena. Of course, Becca can't say. Becca hasn't said a word about me. See what a coward she is, man? Had Sheena come out and make this ridiculous thing about all these charges I have and all this shit and got my head shaved. They got their latest, listen, baby, their latest mugshot was in 2024 with my head shaved down. And when I pointed that out, and guys, my hair is all one length too. And then they tried another one, and then they tried to, what's that shit called? Photoshop long gray hair onto a picture of someone, right? Well, what they failed to do is, if you look at the one where they Photoshop, the dude's got bangs about up to here, and my shit's all one length. It's all one length. I don't have any bangs. All my hair is one length, man. Now, it needs to be trimmed a little bit. I mean, it's a little uneven because I haven't trimmed it in a while. You know, I need to go get that done. But goddamn, here in Boston, I'm telling you, I sit in the chair, they wet it, they comb it down the back, and they snip right across, and they want $35. And they're done in 2 minutes, man. Which, I mean, you know, I got to do it every now and then. I don't want it all uneven. But, you know, fuck that. You know, it's crazy. But anyways, so this is what they tried. This hard, because they thought they were going to come out here and say, show that I'm this thief and criminal and all this stuff, so no one's going to believe me then. Well, would it matter anyway? None of that's true. I've been arrested here in Massachusetts. I told you guys, I copped a felony and a misdemeanor all in one night. When I went to court, they dropped it down to another misdemeanor. And I was dead to rights for that felony, and I was going to plead to it too. But I was 56 years old at the time, and they said, well, we're not going to do that. All right? So that's that. But they tried this, and it didn't work, of course. Because why it didn't work? Because it's not true. If the shit was true, it probably would have worked. I'm not saying everyone would have just stopped listening to me or whatever just because they thought I had a criminal record or all of this, but that's what they tried. This is how desperate they are, guys. So you have to understand, there's no rhyme or reason why she would be going so hard for me, even if there was a baby. Even if she had a baby. You guys, they say these terrible things I'm saying about the baby. I don't say anything bad about babies and children, ever. Ever you're going to catch me doing that. All right? Unless it's something crazy like, you know, one of the neighbor kids is fucking breaking one of my windows or hurting one of my dogs or some shit like that. Yeah, well, okay, I might talk shit about your kid. But so what I'm telling you, though, in a forum like this, I'm not going to badmouth the baby. And they're saying the horrible things I'm saying. And I'm dehumanizing this baby and someone's going to hurt the baby. There isn't a baby. All I've ever said is she does not have a baby. They use artificial intelligence. They use other people's kids that they can borrow. And that's that. She does not have a baby. She never gave birth. Jess, I need you to come over to our side, okay? Because you're smart. The way you put these videos together and stuff, you do good work, man. I need to show you that. All the evidence that she did not have a baby. Jess, go with this, man. Call the courthouse in LaPouche Parish. She might be, this one here is ballsy enough to actually do it and come out and tell everyone, well, right? I know the truth. Call up there and ask. Look at the record. Jess, there was paternity was at issue. Would you agree with that? She tried to lie and say they changed the birth certificate from Anderson to Yerker and they did a DNA and all this shit. Jess, anyone that's getting anyone that's doing paternity legally through the court, there's always a petition. There's a motion, petition to establish the paternity of a minor child. Always. You have to take that document to the lab. Okay? Jess, if you didn't know, I'm a retired attorney too, okay? You have to take that paperwork to the lab in order for them to do the testing, okay? That is not on file. And that alone will tell you she never gave birth. That all by itself. But I have so much more. So if you want to contact me, or please just look at my work a little bit here and see what's going on. Because we're not psychotic. We're not psycho. That's not psychotic. It's the truth. They want you to believe it's psychotic. All right? All right, guys. I just want to show you what I say about her being controlled opposition is the truth. Look at this. Way back then, when she was behind helping them to try to get me taken down. Look, to discredit me. For what? Because I was telling the truth about her, man. Everything I've said is the truth about her. There's no other reason they would want to take down such a small creator like me, man. It doesn't make sense except for what I'm saying. Just like I told you, audacious, arrogant Audrey told you she was controlled opposition from the start, man. Look at the nonsense she pulled yesterday. Look at the nonsense she pulled. Had Jeray Jarreau add that check mark on the electronic docket because it wasn't there. It wasn't there before. And the people that have been there, Trixie Lane's been there. We've all been there. We know that wasn't there, and it doesn't matter anyway. That's for insurance purposes only. This is how disgusting Audrey is. She is manipulating you people into believing that this dumb bitch had a baby when she didn't, man. By showing you this one stupid little thing, man, and that's how she does it. And this shows you, and look, spouse A, and look at here, spouse A is gypsy. Guys, I don't want to keep beating this in, but if she really had a kid and they were awarding custody, that was the divorce decree. It would be between her and Ryan. They're only going to be awarding custody to her if he was the father in that document. Okay? You cannot have it both ways. They cannot say he's not the father of this unbaby, and Ken is, but they went and checked the box that she got custody of a child under 18 that was not born yet. The divorce was finalized on December 9th. That belongs to another man. They're not going to put in a divorce decree between party A and party B that party A was awarded custody of a kid that belongs to another man. All right? Please follow the logic here. There's no rhyme or reason for that lying fucking whore, Becca Scoops, to want to come so hard for me when she's supposed to be anti-gypsy, exposing gypsy. And I've said nothing but good things about Becca up until now. Okay? And she knows that as well. I bragged about her videos. Well, until I found out she didn't make those videos. They created those videos and she did the voiceovers in the back to narrate them. She's a lying whore. All right? So I hope you, get on board with this, Jess, man, because you seem very, very promising, man. Huge potential, man. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one.